So which of your products, Hannah, have caused the most interest from the healthcare sector?
Well, at the show today, depending on the application, we've had a number of inquiries regarding our range of surface-mounted shower panels, but also our Optitherm thermostatic tap, which I'll show you over here.
Yeah, what's that?
This is our latest addition to the Horne range, and we developed this in response to changes to the healthcare regulations. Healthcare is a highly regulated sector, and therefore we must design products to the regulations. So when we set about developing this tap, we had all of the regulations in front of us, and we had a blank sheet of paper. We'd never made a tap in our lives before. But we had the thermostatic technology, so we thought, let's see what we can do, and this is what we came up with. And effectively, it is a thermostatic mixing valve, it is a hot water tap, and it's a cold water tap.
And all of them abide by regulations?
Yes, all the healthcare regulations are covered by this tap. HTM 0401, control of Legionella. The mixing valve is contained right here within the tap. So we have 60-degree hot water coming in at the back, plus 10-15-degree cold water mixing inside the valve underneath here, and then when we turn the tap on, delivering 41 degrees C water at the outlet, 6 litres a minute flow rate, which won't cause excessive splashing either. And the idea is that you turn it on using the short lever and off using the long lever so that you don't recontaminate your hands again after washing. The Optitherm has been designed predominantly for clinical hand wash, surgical scrub up, and can also be used as a patient en suite tap because it's a hot tap and a cold tap. As I said, it's a cold tap, so there's actually a bypass of the thermostatic mechanism which gives you dedicated cold water, and if the water supply is potable, then that water can be used for drinking or teeth cleaning, and so it increases the tap's versatility throughout the hospital.
And does that save water overall?
Yes, it does. And in the outlet here we have a flow regulator and a flow conditioner. The flow regulator governs the flow to 6 litres a minute, so you're not going to get excessive splashing. Plus there's also a conditioner in there that makes the flow fall in a lovely column and doesn't cause excess splashing as well. And by virtue of the fact that it's thermostatic and it's constantly proportioning the amount of hot water and cold water, it will effectively save hot water as well.
Leading back to the problem of the Legionnaire's disease, how is this product better than what your competitors have to offer?
Well, as I said before, it's a hot tap and a cold tap together in one, and we've got a thermostatic mixing valve held within here, which means that the dead leg, the distance between the mixing valve to the outlet, is practically eliminated, and so Legionella is not going to get a chance to build up so much as in a 2-metre dead leg, which was the regulations in the past. Now, it's a hot tap, and so because the dead leg is so short, you get immediately hot water at the outlet. But it's also a cold water tap too, which means that whether you use the tap for hot water delivery or for cold water delivery, it's drawing cold water through the system and effectively purging out any potential Legionella growth inside. The regulations state that you must have a separate cold outlet at the basin, and a lot of the competitors' offerings are sequential mixers with a lever control which goes from cold through to hot, and therefore they need to have a separate cold water outlet at the same basin. Now we've got a cold water combined with the thermostatic mixing valve and the hot tap, so one unit, one hole in the wall, easier to install as well.
And are they as easy to maintain as the showers were?
Yes, we've made them fully accessible for maintenance also. With the correct tools, the water supplies can be isolated underneath the spigot here, and then again, using the correct tool, this bottom cap can be removed, and either in situ maintenance can take place, for example flushing of the water supplies, but if more in-depth maintenance needs to be done, the tap can actually be removed from its spigot, as I'll just show you here. Comes off the spigot, and so the maintenance guy can swap it for a new one, and then he can take this one back to the workshop to work on in his own time, in his own environment. So he's not under pressure, because if he's doing it on the ward, then healthcare staff need to use the wash hand basin to wash their hands. If it's out of action for any time, they might need to go to another basin, they might not have the time for that. And so it makes the delivery of healthcare a lot more seamless.
Thank you very much, Hannah.
Thank you.
For more information on Horne Engineering, visit horne.co.uk.